This is a First Warn Tri-Cities Severe Weather Alerts. Here is Skylar Doyle.
All right, good evening. Welcome into First Warn Tri-Cities Live Severe Weather Coverage. We have a tornado warning that has just been issued in southeast Kentucky. A tornado warning has been issued for parts of Harlan, Letcher, and Bell counties here. That's just it's out of Bell, the storm's out of Bell County, but Harlan County, most of Harlan County, and southeast Letcher County now in a tornado warning. This tornado warning goes until 8 p.m. tonight. Severe thunderstorm cable producing a tornado was located near Harlan, moving to the northeast at 50 miles an hour. Again, a possible tornado near Harlan. The storm also, by the way, has some large hail up to ping pong ball size. But a possible tornado near Harlan going to push toward the Everett area in Harlan County and up toward Lynch, then up toward Cumberland. And then it will also push toward the Whitesburg area in Letcher County. Now, supercells that sometimes produce tornadoes sometimes tend to take a right turn. If you are in Lee County and Wise County in southwest Virginia, I want you to be on guard for that potential of a tornado here. Right here is our rotation within this storm here in the southeast Kentucky area of Letcher and Harlan County. The storm is in Harlan County. There's that rotation there with that orange color and that green color, that grayish greenish color coming together there. That's where our possible tornado is. It's moving northeast. It is moving quickly at 50 miles an hour. Let me put a storm track on this storm for you as it does move off to the north and east. What I'd say that was moving at 50 miles an hour. And we calculate that. We are going to have sunshine coming in here at 7:21. Harlan at 7:22. A possible tornado will be heading toward your area. Kitts at 7:24. Ross Point 7:26. Everett at 7:30. Black Mountain at 7:32. Pine Mountain at 7:34. Dion at 7:39. Chad 7:44. Cumberland 7:46. Lynch at 7:50. Day at 7:58. Whitesburg around 8 o'clock tonight here, and this could also get into parts of southwest Virginia and to western Wise County about 8 o'clock as well. Here's a look at that tornado warning that is now in effect for Harlan and Letcher counties, southeast Kentucky. This does also include parts of Perry County and parts of far northern Bell County, but the storm is now out of Bell County. We'll probably say just south of southern Perry County that's included in this warning. But a possible tornado is crossing here, about to cross Highway 421 near or just south of downtown Harlan. So if you're in Harlan, we want you in your tornado safe place right now. It's the lowest floor, interior room, away from exterior walls and windows. And they did take Bell County out of this tornado warning. So again, Bell County, no more danger for you, which was kind of expected because that storm is out of the area. But they have continued Harlan, Letcher, and Perry County here in this. Again, until 8 o'clock. This is a tornado warned cell over the city of Harlan right now. You're going to quickly race off to the north and east at 50 miles an hour toward Everett. Kaywood and Yancey, by the way, you're now out of the tornado warning. Kaywood and Yancey all clear. This will head toward Rutherford, and I'm not going to roll out this getting into far northwest Lee County, northwest of Pennington Gap most likely, but toward Mayflower and Shepherd Hill. Be on guard in Lee County. Have ways to receive severe weather warnings. Now, let's tell you what you need to do if you're in this tornado warning. You want to have a safety plan ready and take action immediately here. You want to take shelter on the lowest floor of a sturdy structure, put as many walls between you and the outside as you can, and a basement is best. You want to evacuate your mobile homes and vehicles if at all possible, and you want to wear a helmet or have something to protect your head from flying debris. Again, we do have a tornado warning now that is in effect for Harlan and Letcher counties here in southeastern Kentucky. Again, this possible tornado is to the south of the city of Harlan right now. This is where our possible tornado is. We'll push toward or just south of the city of Everett here in Harlan County. So the tight circulation here near Harlan or just south of Harlan. It's pushing over Harlan right now. So again, if you're in the city of Harlan, you need to be in your safe place. A new tornado watch is being issued right now by the National Weather Service, and This tornado watch will go. I'm not loaded into my system yet. And I do believe this will include more of our area. Let's take a look here. Actually, no, this is just for north of our area. Sorry, I thought that was for southeast Kentucky. That's actually outside of our area. So again, possible tornado right now, just south of US 119, about to cross Highway 421 there. That will connect you from Pennington Gap to Harlan to Hyden there. And if we go to our high-res velocity image, we do have that possible tornado right over the city of Harlan in Kentucky. That's from the Morristown radar. Let's switch to the Jackson radar. It's showing about the same thing, just different colors due to the different wind direction. Here again, a possible tornado right near the city of Harlan here in southeast Kentucky here, where these different colors are coming together. We are looking at the possibility of a quick spin-up tornado. Not saying we can have a tornado on the ground. The threat of a tornado is there if you're in Bell County, or sorry, if you're in Harlan County and Letcher, in southeast Letcher County in southeast Kentucky. We are watching the threat closely for this supercell thunderstorm in Harlan and Everett to produce a tornado here. Here's US 119, bringing up from Harlan to Cumberland, and that right there is that area, and that's going to be pushed up north and east. Southern Leslie County, not in this. This storm mainly staying to the south of Leslie County, but will impact parts of southeast Fletcher County, parts of Harlan County, potentially parts of western Wise and northwest Lee County. We're going to have to watch those areas very closely. Here along the Kentucky-Virginia border here, we are watching the threat of a tornado here right in the Harlan area along Highway 421. We want you to seek shelter immediately in Harlan County, Kentucky. Here's that potential tornado near Black Joe. Ages there, just to the northwest of Kaywood here. And this might be taking a little bit of a right turn, and if so, that would head into northwest Lee County, the Mayflower, the Shepherd Hill area, potentially into southern Wise County and western Wise County. And again, we're going to continue to watch that. This is a tornado warning, and it does include Harlan and Letcher County, Kentucky, in our coverage area. This does also include far southern Perry County. Stay well to the south, though, of the city of Hazard if you know someone in Perry County. But again, this right here is near Harlan, pushing into the Everett area. That is where we are tracking the potential of this tornado. Right now, crossing Highway 421. It's been a few minutes. I don't think as fast as what the Weather Service is saying. They're saying 50 miles an hour. I think this storm might be moving to the northeast a little slower than that. I'm going to track this circulation off to the northeast, but it's taking a little more of a right turn. I'm going to track it about 40 miles an hour just because I don't think it is traveling at 50. You're looking, well, I'll have to redraw that. Okay. And you will see that in Black Joe at 7:28. So here in just a moment. Harlan Gas at 7:26, by the way. Aegis 7:30. Woods at 7:35. Black Mountain 7:37. Ridgeway 7:40. Mayflower at 7:43. Darbyville at 7:45. Sandhill 7:53 here. And this will get up toward the Cumberland, Kentucky area as we get closer to 7:50, 7:55. Again, if it's moving at around 40 miles an hour, this is a possible tornado right near downtown Harlan. If something's on the ground, we're probably going to know about it because of the population this is in. There is a little bit on the correlation coefficient, but not enough for me to call this a confirmed tornado. It's a little messy, so I'm not going to call this a confirmed tornado. This is a radar-indicated tornado over the city of Harlan right now, and just to the east of Harlan, south of Black Joe and Aegis, about to approach the Everett area. Again, Everett, Kentucky needs to seek shelter. You're in St. Charles, here in Lee County, Virginia, Shepherd Hill, Sigma, Dryden, maybe even Pennington Gap. Just keep an eye on this in case this continues to take a right turn. We want to warn you folks there in those areas that if this storm continues to take a right turn here, and it does again on this scan here, we are going to be watching that threat, if it does on this next scan, of a potential of a tornado warning in the Lee and Wise County areas. Again, that is not the case right this second, but again, that could end up being possible here over the next little bit as we go into it. And if that is needed, we will definitely let you know about that. But again, that is what we have right now. Again, the possible tornado in the area around Harlan here, just to the east of Harlan is where radar is showing this right now. And if you are in Harlan, you want to go ahead and make sure you're seeking shelter, especially in the Everett area. Again, this could affect parts of Lee County and Wise County as we go over the next 30 minutes to maybe an hour. And we are going to keep a watch on it as it does continue to push off to the northeast, and it could impact northwest Lee and a good part of Wise County in southwest Virginia. And we're going to watch it very closely as it could do so here across the next little bit. But again, let's go back to our reflectivity. Earlier, this storm had an amazing hook on it. This storm, I do want to note, has a history of producing tornadoes down in East Tennessee. The storm produced what the National Weather Service called a large tornado for the Sunbright area earlier. By the way, we want to let you know we have a severe thunderstorm to the west of the first warned Tri-Cities viewing area over toward the Corbin, Kentucky area west of I-75. This storm has a severe thunderstorm warning on it from the National Weather Service, and they are noting that this storm is showing some rotation. So what's happening right now is the lower level jet is starting to kick in, and that is leading to rotation and these storms are going to continue to develop, and that's why tornado watch right now is in effect for most of the western half of our viewing area. This includes Sullivan, Washington, Unicoi, Greene, Hawkins, and Hancock County in northeast Tennessee, Scott County, Wise County, Lee County, and southwest Virginia until 2 a.m. Tornado watch has been in effect since 2 o'clock today for Bell, Harlan, Letcher, and Leslie until 8 o'clock. And right now we do have that tornado warning for Harlan and Letcher counties in southeast Kentucky here. So that's one that we are continuing to watch very closely as it pushes on off to the north and east here. Harlan and Everett, especially, and I had a radar update from Morristown in a little bit, or the Harlan radar. The last update we had was at 7:20, or the Jackson radar, excuse me. The last update we had was 7:22. Let me see if off screen I can get a better update here. And again, the storm could be taking a right turn. If it is, that would again impact Lee County in southwest Virginia and also Wise County here. And yes, strong rotation here between Harlan and Everett. It has shifted east a little bit in the latest radar scan. For some reason it's not wanting to pop up on here. We might have to pop up a different source. Some of the radar sources tonight are appearing to go down, which could be an issue as we get into the next little bit here. So let me see if this radar source will work, and if not, we will switch radar sources to make sure the area here we have you covered. Again, we are having trouble getting radar data in, so let me switch to another source, which isn't as user-friendly for us, but that's okay. As we can track this storm for you. So let's switch here to radar scope, and this is where we're going to have the possible tornado here. It's going to be in the Everett area here with velocity here. Let's pop on storm relative velocity, and here where you see this pink and this green coming together, that's where we have that rotation. That red and those greens coming together is a strong area of rotation against Pennington Gap in St. Charles, in Lee County along with Dryden and Keokee, and then Appalachian and Big Stone Gap in Wise County need to stay on guard because the storm's trying to take a right turn. It would put it into Lee and Wise County in southwest Virginia. Again, I can draw on this as well. Let's try to do that here. This is where your potential of a tornado is, right here approaching the Everett area here. Let's look up and take a look at the Jackson, Kentucky radar, and yeah, that is showing stronger rotation here as it is approaching the Everett area here. It's a strong rotation, potential of a tornado, and I would say rotation like this, we have to consider a tornado potentially being on the ground in the area of Everett here in the eastern Kentucky and southeast Harlan County here. We have to watch to see about Everett here and potentially a tornado situation there. This will stay here in far eastern, going into northeast Harlan County. Right there's our circulation here, right over Everett. It's pushing off to the north and east here. For those of you watching, and if you're watching in southwest Virginia County with Lee and Wise, I suggest you to be steps away from your tornado safe place here. And we want to let you know that questions here, we're glad you're asking us questions in the comments, but we might not be able to get to those. If we are not mentioning your area, you are not in an imminent danger. We are talking about the areas that are in imminent danger. We're trying to provide life-saving information. Now to tornado safety tips. If you're in Lee and Wise County, I'd be steps away from my tornado safe place, especially the western parts of the county. If you're in Harlan County, especially near Everett and Cumberland and Lynch, we'll give the all clear to downtown Harlan and up into southeast Letcher. Need to be in that tornado safe place. It's the lowest floor of a sturdy structure away from outside walls and windows. A basement would be what is best in this situation, but you don't want to be in a mobile home. If you have time to get to a place of more of a sturdier structure, that would be suggested. And make sure you have something to cover your head. Also, make sure you have hard sole shoes on. So again, we have this rotation here near the city of Everett here. And again, I'm going to switch back to the Morristown radar. We're going to do some switching between radars. And that continues to try to have it taking a right turn here into Lee County in southwest Virginia. So that's something that we definitely have to watch for Lee County here. Let's circle that rotation. And I just got a new scan in. It's a little bit broader. So let's circle the rotation and take this off, especially northwest Lee. And I would think Wise County and the city of Norton, if I'm in those areas, I'm going to be on guard for the potential of this possible tornado at this time. So again, if you are in Harlan County, Kentucky, here we want you to be in a safe place right now. If you're in southeast Letcher County, including Whitesburg as well. And then if you're in western Wise, especially southwest Wise, northwest Lee, let's be steps away from that tornado safe place in case the Weather Service in Morristown has to issue the warning. I want to talk about the structure of this storm here on reflectivity. This is a classic supercell. You got some hail here on the north side, a little hook here with an inflow going into the storm. That's helping this storm maintain its rotation here over the next little bit. And again, activity is going to continue picking up over the next little bit here. Looks like our other radar source is back working. So let me switch us back to that. It's a little better here for a string. And again here, if you're in the Everett area, that's where we're watching for that rotation right now. And that is where that rotation is. And, a little better to track it here on reflectivity. We can still see where that rotation is. Nolensburg area is where you're going to see the hail. That's along Highway 119 between Cumberland and Harlan. The city of Harlan is in the all clear. Let us know if you're in the city of Harlan, if you have any damage. List comments below or send us a message with any pictures that you have. We'd appreciate those. We do want to let you know that we do have these warnings here, though. And again, a possible tornado right over top of Everett right now. The hail along Highway 119 heading toward Cumberland. This here near Everett is heading toward Rutherford. And I'm getting more confident that this is going to enter northwest Lee County, far northwest Lee, and parts of southwest and western Wise County here over the next little bit. And that tornado warnings are going to be needed in southwest Virginia in about 15 minutes or so. Again, this is your possible tornado over Everett right now that is heading toward Lynch. And it will probably stay to the south of Cumberland with how this supercell is shaped up. And then probably enter Wise County around the Letcher, Harlan, Wise County, where they kind of all come together here. That's probably where it's going to enter. Right near Black Mountain is where it's going to enter Wise County, I have a feeling. So again, Nolensburg here along Highway 119, right here. That's where we have some large hail, potentially quarter to ping pong ball size hail. You have this little hook here. You have inflow going into the storm. And that here near Everett is where we're watching for the threat of a tornado within this. Again, this is a tornado warning for Harlan County, Letcher County, far southern Perry County, which is outside of our area. But we do cover Harlan County and Letcher County in Kentucky. And that is the areas that are under a tornado warning. That is until 8 p.m. That is the reason we are live here on the air, and we will stay on the air until our area has no tornado warnings. Again, this over the city of Everett is what we are, or the town of Everett, now just to the north of that and east of that is what we are watching. Again, if you are in Shepherd Hill, Keokee, Big Stone Gap, Norton, Appalachia, Blackwood there, that kind of area of southwest Virginia, I would just be watching this storm a little closer than some others might. across the region due to that. Let's zoom out and let's take a look. We have some rain, maybe some embedded thunder along the Cumberland Plateau. Our next risk of so we could have some supercells develop across the East Tennessee Valley and track up. We'll have to watch that. A potential line of storms is trying to take place here across southern Kentucky and the middle Tennessee. And if that can develop, it's had some trouble developing. If it can develop, we'll watch for the threat of damaging winds and isolated tornadoes. That wouldn't move in until 12 and probably 11, 12 in the morning here. If we look at the Weather Service radar from Jackson, it's got a lot better beam on this rotation. We're seeing strong rotation here near Claus Flint, Rutherford, Wilmington to south of Highway 119, again heading toward Lynch. Probably going to say just to the south of Cumberland. Cumberland, they're in the warning, so stay in that safe place. And here you have that hill now above Highway 119 near Nolensburg. Again, we switch to the Morristown radar placement, similar to that here. As we switch here, and we do have that Morristown shows the rotation a little broader than what Jackson does. We are going to go with the Jackson radar. I think we get a better beam on this with the Jackson radar. And right there is that rotation here. So again, this is heading off to the north and east. Let's put another storm track on this storm, why don't we? I think that would help folks here. And we'll put it at moving at around 40 miles an hour again. This is moving it off to the north and east. And yes, this does put it, the storm track is going to put it into Wise County. Just want to let folks know that. We're having shields. Well, maybe. All right, let's go do this again here. So again, we'll have Shields at 7:39, Iceland at 7:41, Ripleyville at 7:45, Clover 7:54, Lynch around 8 o'clock, Andover at 8:07, Appalachia, that is in Southwest Virginia, and Wise County at 8:08, Flat Gap at 8:19, Norton, the city of Norton, at 8:22. So we're watching that closely. This severe thunderstorm warning behind this tornado warning is going to be allowed to expire, as this tornado warning is kind of what is sticking over here. National Weather Service, I missed this just a minute ago. They continued it. I said severe thunderstorm is 13 miles northeast of Harlan, capable of producing a tornado. It is a radar indicated tornado with 1 inch in diameter hail with this. That's up to the size of quarters. And the largest hail right now is along the Harlan-Letcher County line near Gilley, pushing into Gordon. Cumberland could be seeing some large hail in moments. The city of Harlan in the clear. And Everett, I'll give you an all clear in, let's say, 5 minutes. Let this tornado, the tornado producing part of the storm, get a little further away before I give you the all clear to come out of your tornado safe place. I don't want to do that just yet. Just due to the fact that we still have this rotation somewhat close to Everett. As it gets here to about Claus Flint and Rutherford, that's when I'll give Everett the all clear here over the next little bit. Right now, we do have, looks like some storm damage being reported in McCreary County in Kentucky with that severe thunderstorm warning that I showed you earlier. They did allow that to expire, but it does look like it's got some rotation here to the west of I-75 that we'll need to watch. But first here, let's look at this storm. Here, the rotation is just south of U.S. Highway 119. Here over Claus Flint and Rutherford. And again, we are watching the threat that this could, and I'm not saying that it's going to, but it very well could push in to Lee and Wise counties. Again, if I am not talking about your area, you are not in imminent danger. I'll put on the tornado watch real quick. We do have a tornado watch until 2 a.m. for Lee, Scott, Wise County, the city of Norton, Sullivan County, Washington County, Unicoi County, Greene County, Hawkins County, Hancock County. Those counties were Tennessee counties. Lee, Scott, and Wise was the Virginia counties. Bell, Harlan, Letcher, and Leslie County. The tornado watch till 8 o'clock. I will be very interested to see if the National Weather Service in Jackson, while talking here with the SBC, if they will extend that tornado watch. It's possible, so we'll watch it closely here. But this is south of 119. Does have my concern. Might have broadened out a little bit there on that last scan, which is some good news when it comes to the tornado potential. If that rotation broadens out, that means it weakens a little bit. But again, we do still have supercell characteristics on this thunderstorm, which means we need to take this very seriously for the Whitesburg, area and especially the Cumberland area, but Whitesburg is up here. They are in the tornado warning. Fleming Neon, you're not in this yet. Jenkins, you're not in this yet. You could be if it has to get extended. I think it would be in the Southwest Virginia though, and not in Letcher County, maybe in Wise County if that did have to get extended. Again, we'll watch that closely here. The movement of this storm in the northeast would generally favor the northeastward motion in the far southern Letcher, then into parts of Wise County. And if it takes a right turn, which is possible, into more of Wise County than what I was pointing out. So just want to let you know, again, of this tornado warning in Harlan County and in Letcher County. It borders up to Lee and Wise counties here in Southwest Virginia. And it's definitely something we want to watch for the potential here of a tornado. If we look across the rest of the area, clear skies right now. No rain, with the exception of maybe a little bit in Tazewell County and eastern Buchanan County, maybe some light rain also to hide in here along the Hal Rogers Parkway in northern Leslie County. And again, we have some of these rain and thunderstorms back to the west, severe weather as well, back to the west of Chattanooga and back toward Bowling Green. We're going to watch these. We're going to see if we can get any severe weather going in our region a little later. Tornado watch until 2 a.m. So we're going to watch it until that tornado watch is off the board. We'll be here throughout the night to keep you updated. Again, let's switch back to the Jackson, Kentucky radar to show you the rotation that we're seeing right now. That is here in Lowland and Floss Plant, Diona, down to Rutherford here, just south of 119. We'll push toward the Cumberland, Lynch area, and then push in far southern Letcher County, probably stay south of Whitesburg, probably continue that south of 119 trend and head into western Wise County. Western Wise County not under a tornado warning right now. I want to explain this. Harlan and Letcher County is covered by the National Weather Service office in Jackson, Kentucky, while Wise and Lee County is covered by the Weather Service office in Morristown, Tennessee. Therefore, the Weather Service in Jackson has issued the tornado warning for northern Harlan County and parts of Letcher County and southern Perry County. The Weather Service in Morristown is yet to issue anything for Wise County, but it's something that we have to watch closely. And they have been good tonight about posting information here on their Twitter. But as of right now, they have not posted anything about Wise County. So that is some good news here. They're yet to post anything about potential that they are even thinking about a warning. But I do think while there is rotation within this, it's not super strong rotation. This has weakened, but again, supercell here. And with the environment we have, any supercell will rotate and could produce a tornado. Any supercell that forms tonight, and we might not have many of them, but the ones we have will probably rotate some, and we could have tornado warnings scattered about throughout the night. That's something just to keep in mind. If you want to go to bed tonight, I'm not saying stay up until 2 a.m. when this tornado watch expires. I think it's safe to go to bed, but I do think that you want to make sure you have ways to get those weather alerts. So what are ways that you can get those weather alerts that will wake you up? Well, the first way, if you have a NOAA weather radio, that is the best way. They are loud. If it's programmed correctly, the alert will go off and it will wake you up. On your phone, wireless emergency alerts will go off, but that relies on cell signal, while the NOAA weather radio does not. It would rely on cell signal if you want to use WIA alerts. As long as you have good cell signal, that should work, or you could download an app to do that as well. I mean, social media is also a way, we're providing morning coverage, but that's not a good wake you up way. But that NOAA weather radio and those alerts from apps, or those WIA alerts, are the best way to wake you up during tornado warning at night. Let's go back to our radar imagery. We're tracking a tornado warning. It's in effect for Harlan County and Letcher County. In southeast Kentucky, we have rotation here. These red and greens are coming together, fairly broad rotation. I will say, let's switch over to the white marker here. As this pushes off here to the north and east, again, get very well enter western Wise County here. We're waiting for a new radar scan with this. We've not had one here in quite a while. Let's see if we've had one on our other source. Yeah, we All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to back to radar scope. That's where we're tracking it now. It's bringing scans a little faster. Some of our other data receivers are not. Now, it does have a strong rotation signature just to the south of US 119, just to the south of Cumberland here. Right here. And when those reds and greens are coming together, it's a fairly good bet there of some strong rotation. Probably a wall cloud, at least, within this. So again, let's go to the correlation coefficient. That's just messy. I'm not seeing a sign there that anything's on the ground. That does line up right with reflectivity. So that is some strong rotation there here in parts of Harlan County, about to push into Letcher County, maybe western Wise County. Again, they have continued the tornado warning now, so which means this warning is going to be updated. The red polygon here is your warning. National Weather Service says at 7:46, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado over Cumberland or 14 miles southwest of Whitesburg. Was moving northeast at 45. Yeah, that hail going to pass just at or northwest of Cumberland. The tornado just probably south of Cumberland, but it's going to pass way too close for comfort in downtown Cumberland that I would be in my tornado safe places. Here's that rotation, and here's Cumberland. You're right off US 119. If I'm driving on US 19, first off, I don't want to be. You have high winds, potential of a tornado or a funnel cloud here, and as that pushes off to the north and east here, we will continue to watch it very, very closely here. And again, it will push in, excuse me, into western Wise County here. So let's go to our reflectivity. And again, our hook here where we're having that inflow is right there. That's where that hook signature is. It's going to pass right near Cumberland and Lynch here, and then eventually we'll see if it pushes into Wise County here. Let's see if we can get this back up and going. Yeah. Let's switch back to our other source. It's got a real good beat on this as well. Here with that strong rotation. Here it's got a little more road network, so I like it better. Just to the south of Cumberland, along Highway 119 there. Here, if you are along 160, so that's Main Street there near Cumberland, and that runs down into Wise County here. Route 160 between Appalachia and Cumberland. I really want you to be in your safe place right now, along with here along 119 in downtown Cumberland. Dangerous situation, potential of a tornado, and we need you in that safe place right now. It's the lowest floor into your room, away from the exterior walls and windows. And we do think that we could see the potential of a tornado push here, and we do believe that we could, and this is a big could. All right, and we should be back here on our live stream. Sorry about that. We are getting back everywhere else. We had some technical issues. But this was to make sure we had a better connection because of the lag our live stream was having. But we are now back on all platforms. Sorry about that issue there, but we had to do that just to help out a little bit with our coverage connection. And right now we are tracking the tornado warnings here if you're just joining us for Wise County and for Letcher County in Kentucky and Virginia, and the severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect in Leslie County for the Hayden area. Go back to this, and now there is some rotation with that storm. We're going to keep an eye on that one closely and watch to see here. We now have our main radar source back, thankfully. So let me fix that up, and let me just extend that out there. And fix that. So we can make sure we have everything going there. All right. Here we go with our live coverage here of this tornado warning. Now with our better radar source with this possible tornado, but it's saying the rotation in this is pretty weak here on our rotation tracker that we have. We are looking off the National Weather Service radar in Jackson. It could have some small hail within this, but the rotation within this has weakened quite a bit. If we go over here though to the Leslie, or the storm that is in, going to push into Leslie County, a little more rotation in that, so we'll have to watch that storm very closely. National Weather Service will continue the tornado warning. They're saying a severe thunderstorm cable producing a tornado near Whitesburg and moving northeast at 40. And this warning is basically exclusively for Pound. So again, if you are in Pound or along U.S. Highway 23, you want to seek shelter. Now, this storm is going to push right into Pound. It will eventually push into Clintwood in Dickinson County. And we'll track it through Dickinson County if it holds itself together. That's the big thing. If this storm does hold itself together, we'll watch it. This storm is pushing into Wise County. It's right on the state line, as we speak. And our rotation here detector is looking pretty weak right now, which is good news here. But still showing up here in these cells back through here. There is rotation showing up in these cells that are pushing into Leslie County. We'll watch those closely here as they push in. Then we have this here near Eola. Again, it's weak rotation. There could be some hail within this. Really not even much hail showing up now. Maybe a little bit up here along U.S. Highway 119, but this will skirt the northern part of Wise County, Virginia here over the next little bit, and we will continue to track that very closely here. And the severe thunderstorm warning for Leslie County is being updated. Just some areas back to the west taken off. It does keep the tornado possible tag on it. 60-mile-an-hour winds along Nickel-Size Hill in that storm potential. And we'll watch that to see if anything strengthens for a tornado warning. Again, our rotation tracker really just going away with this cell in Wise, pushing into Wise County right now. Not much rotation left in this. Here it's very weak rotation right now. Pushing into northern Wise County near Pound and southern Letcher County here near Jenkins. Eastern here, I should say, eastern Letcher County here near the Jenkins area. And we will watch that closely. And again, if you want to keep an eye on this with us, we're going to stay here with you until we have no tornado warnings. And then we will go off the air when there's not a tornado warning for our area here. And we want to note that the National Weather Service in Jackson is noticing the trend that we are. They have canceled Harlan and Pike County out, and they have just got this for this little small part of Letcher County, including Fleming, Neon, and Jenkins here until 8:45. Still say it's just here, the storm just near Whitesburg, or just to the east of Whitesburg now, excuse me, is still capable of producing a tornado as it pushes near Pound. But the one thing that they are noting is that it is taking a trend into Southwest Virginia and not really going to impact Pike County in Kentucky, or more or less impact Wise County, maybe Dickinson County in the long run. And again, we're still watching these cells over here in parts to the west of our area here, but could push into Leslie County, so we'll watch it closely. But again, the rotation on this just does not look impressive to me. Here as it pushes into Wise County, the Weather Service is going to keep the warning in effect for just a little while longer. But at this time, there is no really indication that we have a tornado on the ground. If that would change, we would happily let you know. But again, let's go to the graphic here for our tornado watch. Until 10 o'clock, we have a tornado watch for Bell, Harlan, Letcher, Leslie. Until 2 a.m., we have a tornado watch for Dickinson, Buchanan, Wise, Lee, and Scott counties in Virginia. And in Tennessee, Hancock, Hawkins, Greene, Washington, Unicoi, and Sullivan County. That's in Tennessee. They are 4 until 2 a.m. in the morning. So let's go to our radar. There is our risk of a tornado. It's right pushing into Wise County from Letcher County will impact town. By the way, if you see any damage from these storms, make sure to let us know. Send us a message or let us know in the comments below. Right now, what we are going to do is we are going to go to our reflectivity here as that we are on, and we're going to switch over to the Morristown radar, show you a view of just the Tri-Cities as a whole, because we know we have a lot of people asking about that right now. And as soon as the radar data loads, we'll be able to show you. We might be easier here. We are able show you on this product, that one is still having some issues. Show you on this product here, where most of this is dry, no severe weather right now, the tornado watch in effect for most of the area, but just the tornado warning up here for the small part of Wise and Letcher counties. So again, let's go up here back to our tornado warning. And let's look at this for Morristown, and then we'll switch over here to Jackson, which would have a better beam on it. We'll zoom into that area here as our radar data loads. And we'll continue to watch this here. You have the tornado warning for the pound area here. And again, that rotation not looking super strong. But right here would be where that possible tornado would be. If it was going to be anywhere, it'd be right here, heading toward Pound, eventually would head toward Clintwood. I just don't see the Weather Service, once it gets into Dickinson County, it'd be the Weather Service in Charleston, West Virginia. I just don't see them issuing a tornado warning for this. Still some hail up here, potentially, but just not a lot going on in that cell. Let's go over to this. It's pushing into Leslie County in southeast Kentucky. Right now, we are going to turn on our rotation tracker, and there is a little area of rotation that we're going to watch here that is about in Clay County, about to push into Leslie County. It's a pretty area of rotation that's been strengthening over the next little bit. That would include Hayden if they needed to warn that. And we'll look at it. It's embedded within this line here. It's got a little bit of inflow. This is definitely an area we need to watch for Leslie County over the next little bit. Now over to Letcher County and Wise County again. Again, it's not looking that good. I would honestly expect this tornado warning to get canceled. This storm, first off, is kind of pushing back up into Kentucky, and the rotation just is not there. I just don't see the rotation in this. My concern right now is going to be pushing into the Leslie County area. This rotation that's in Clay County going to push in to Leslie County over the next little bit, and that will be something we'll have to watch for the potential of damaging winds, especially. That's why the severe thunderstorm warning is in place. The severe thunderstorm warning does have a special tornado possible tag. That warning is in effect for Leslie County until 8:30, so for another 10 minutes or so. And it does include the Hayden area, the Hal Rogers Parkway up here near Thousand Sticks, but does not include Moselle there in the southern part of the county right now. But again, we do have that rotation. And if we look here, that is the area that we are watching here in Clay County. But again, over here in Wise County, northern Wise, and southern Letcher, I just don't see much of interest rotation-wise. The storm could strengthen back up, but right now, I would not expect this tornado warning to stay in effect for much longer across the area. I would kind of be shocked if it does. But we will definitely continue to watch it very closely here over the next little bit, and we will watch that again. There is some severe storm development to the south and east toward Chattanooga. There's a line of storms west of Nashville that we'll also watch, and that's why the tornado watch is in effect until 2 a.m. for that increased risk. We need to watch and see if any storms develop around the Knoxville area, and if that occurs, those would be supercells, and those could move into the region. This low-level jet's starting to crank up, so we'll be watching that closely. Again, I just want to check radar data that continues to come in here. So we have the tornado warning. We're kind of going to zoom out so you can see both of the imminent situations right now. If I'm not talking about your area is not in danger. They're going to keep tornado warning for Wise County for at least a few more minutes, but it does not include Pound. It's going to include the very far northeast part of Wise County here. And they've continued the severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, for Leslie County with that tornado possible tag. The rotation weakened there on that last scan. It's not looking at a major threat of a tornado there, but for damaging winds and maybe nickel-sized hail for Leslie County. And we'll watch this cell down here near Middlesboro. Let's see if it can get itself going. It's showing some broadening of rotation. We'll watch it. And then this one up here in the Pound, or just pushing into Jenkins, if we have a tornado, it's going to be right on top of Jenkins right now. I don't think we have a tornado right now, but if we do, it's right near Jenkins, far northeast of Wise County, and a tornado warning until 8:45. I believe we're going to allow these tornado warnings to be canceled here in a moment. When that happens, we are going to go off the air and then come back if we have more warnings here across the region. But again, we will wait and see on that one. But again, we still have the tornado warnings. So per what we do here, we are going to stay on the air with this tornado warning for Wise County and the tornado warning here for southern Letcher County. They are in our viewing area as well. Letcher County is. Dickinson County would be. Pike County would not be if this tornado warning is only extended northward in Kentucky and Pike County. Pike County is not our viewing area, but Dickinson and Buchanan County in southwest Virginia is. But again, this is that storm. It's over Jenkins, Kentucky, here with some weak rotation that's going to ride the Virginia Kentucky line here. And again, I think we are going to have the threat of damaging winds this evening, but I just don't know about the tornado risk. I think the tornado risk is low, not zero. I think the damaging wind risk will be the highest here over the next little bit. And we'll have to wait to see if we have any damage from this storm. If you know of any damage, or if you have any pictures of any damage here in southeast Kentucky, let us know here. You can message us, send us some pictures here. We'd love to see those, so we could also pass them along to the Weather Service in either Morristown or Jackson. So right now we've been live for the past about hour or so, a little over an hour. This very weak area rotation is not going to affect any more of Wise County. Wise County all clear, and it's really pushing out of the tornado warning in Letcher County. Heavy rain, thunder, lightning, gusty winds pushing into Leslie County. That is severe, but not tornado warning right now. But we'll watch it. And again, if storms develop to our south, some are, not a lot, but some are, we could see additional warnings as we go through the evening, and then we'll watch the line of storms as well as we get back here toward the Nashville area, Tompkinsville, Kentucky. We'll watch that line of storms, see if that can produce either an isolated tornado or maybe some damaging winds. I think it'd be more of a wind risk. It'd probably be more linear in nature, not these individuals, discrete supercells. All right. So we'll continue to keep an eye on this at 8:24 p.m. Here on a Tuesday evening. These tornado warnings should be canceled here in just a moment. I would think we do have a severe thunderstorm warning technically until 8:30 for Leslie County, and the tornado warning for Letcher County has been canceled. So just going to wait here for the official cancellation from the Weather Service in Morristown, then we'll get off the air. Let's zoom out. Let's show you the bigger picture. We're watching the cell over Middlesboro. Heavy rain maybe. If that cell starts showing thunder and lightning, we're going to have to keep a close eye on it, seeing if it strengthens. But as of right now, the main threat will be damaging winds as we go through the evening. We cannot rule out an isolated, quick spin up of a tornado, though, as we go through the evening hours. So just want to let you know that, and that's why we have a tornado watch in effect. That's a tornado watch until 2 a.m. for Buchanan, Dickinson, Lee, Wise, Scott counties, the city of Norton in Virginia, Sullivan, Washington, Unicoi, Greene, Hawkins, Hancock counties in Tennessee. That one's till 2 a.m. till 10 p.m. for Bell, Harlan, Letcher, and Leslie counties. So let's go to our radar here and show you a regional look at this. Again, across the Tri-Cities, we have we have one tornado warning. I will say that. We do have one tornado warning, and that is for Wise County, but that should be allowed to expire anytime now. And the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center is issuing status reports on their watch. They do say that the severe weather threat continues for the entire watch area here, so we will keep an eye on that. And then again, this tornado warning, there is no danger in it. We're just waiting for the technical cancellation from the Weather Service. While we do that, we still have 4 minutes left on the severe thunderstorm warning for Leslie County. Leslie County, you're seeing some rain right now into Hyden. Maybe gusty winds up to 50 miles an hour, maybe 60 miles an hour. Maybe some nickel-sized hail. I'm going to watch this cell here. It's going to push into southern Harlan and western Lee County. We'll see if it can mature itself here, and if so, we could have a cell here that we'll have to watch. But we'll watch this closely. Another severe thunderstorm warning back to the west of Monticello. There was a tornado warning down to the west of Chattanooga. There is a line of storms to the west of Nashville, and we'll watch and see if any supercells can develop in the open warm sector in northeast Tennessee or southwest Virginia, and those could pose a risk of tornadoes. Right now, there is technically a tornado warning for Wise County. If I hasn't been in the morning, we can obviously see nothing is going on in Wise County. That storm that caused that tornado warning is in Pike County, Kentucky, and has weakened. Therefore, we're going to go off the air. We are going to take a little break here from coverage. If any more tornado warnings are issued for any of our coverage area, we will come back on the air. For now, we're going to go off the air, and we will be back, if need be, from the First Warn Tri-Cities Severe Weather Center. First Warn Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle. Have a great day.